Ben was playing with in that
Game
tournament.
on,
But
time in.
I think Julian's got to be very aggressive, really insert himself into this match.
Side out.
Yeah, and I was about to say, you got to be willing to go behind Ben, which Julian tried to do just that in that attempt there on the backhand that leaves it short into the net. There's obviously no easy way to be able to accomplish that. That's why they are number one in the world.
Well, you mentioned that one loss for Ben Johns. It was in Newport Beach. He was playing with Andrea Koop.
Side out. 0-0-1. Second serve.
Waters and Johns won 15 titles together in 2023 against 8 different teams.
Just 15?
0-0-2.
Just 15.
Oh.
Just measly 15. Ben Johns blows up Julian Arnold's explosive reaction to match.
Zero, 0-1. Second serve. Zero, 0-2. Fault. Too high above the waist.
Oh no.
Side out.
Service fault called on Ben Johns. It's a nuance for this tournament. If you're wondering
0-0-1.
what happened there, cannot toss the ball up. Contact has to be below the waist. What a ball from Waters, going right to the backside, outer edge of Arnold's backhand.
Yeah, Arnold expecting that ball to go back to Stratman, but instead, Waters goes behind him with that backhand roll.
Side out. Zero, 0-1. Point.
Waters pockets the corner, jumps through the middle.
Yeah, playing a little singles there.
1-0-1. Point.
Swatting through the middle, Ben Johns standing tall.
Meanwhile, on grandstand, Vivian David and Thomas Wilson had a big lead in game one, but now it's all tied up at 11-11. And the other mixed doubles quarterfinal match going on grandstand right now.
Second serve.
Quick flick of the wrist for Julian Arnold, countering the backside of Johns.
2-0-2.
First Andiamo of the day for Julian Arnold.
Yeah, set up by Stratman's lob to push Annalie back and force her to hit a backhand overhead.
Second serve. 0-2-2. Side out. Two, 0-1.
Ben Johns commands the point, buries it.
Yeah, good effort there from Stratman and Arnold trying to defend, but just too much of Johns there on those overheads.
Oh, quick counterattack.
Wow.
Just his wrist one more time. You like that one?
We see the, yeah. I don't know that Ben was trying to hit that shot. I think he was a little late on his counter, and it was a fortunate
point. Timeout
shot there for him.
5-0 start, so thrilled to have you with us all afternoon long. Michelle McMahon alongside Daniel Roditi, coaches a lot of these pros.
Point.
This is our first of 2 mixed doubles matchups we will have featured here on Humana Championship Court. The other 2 taking place on Grandstand.
Second serve.
Julian Arnold won the hand battle that time against Ben Johns. This is a progression draw, so we will cover all the quarterfinal action in all divisions today. What a counter for Ben Johns. By the way, update for you over on Grandstand, a wild update. Jackie Kawamoto and Riley Newman rattled off 7 points to come back and win over Thomas Wilson and Vivian David by a score of 15-13 in game 1. That's wild. Big lead for Thomas Wilson and Vivian David. Check that one out over on Grandstand.
Out.
What a ball from Julian Arnold, right at the feet of Annalie Waters. That match I just mentioned is relevant to this one because the winner of this will square off against the winner of the one taking place on Grandstand, top of the draw.
Second serve.
In the semis. You can catch that Grandstand match over on the YouTube page for the PPA Tour. Ben Johns, full SWAT team on the backhand.
8-0-1.
What a scramble from Waters. 2 defensive plays that she perfectly reset. Unbelievable.
Yeah, kept the point alive there, and that's a ball that Stratman would normally make.
9-0-1.
Just when you're under pressure, you try to press and try to do too much sometimes, and she just misses that one in the net. Oh, Scorpion-ish.
What a play from Waters. Game point, pickle point. Kitchen cam. We call this the kitchen sink. You love to see it. Into the net goes Ben Johns. One more try to close out game 1.
10-0-2.
Love that Waters tried to speed up that let court attempt, cross court.
0-10-1.
She goes for it.
Yep, that's what you call a 10-0 shot.
Exactly. Maybe not the right choice. I still like it.
You wouldn't do it at 9-9, but when you're up 10-0, you can take some chances.
Oh. Too much Ben Johns that point. Cleaned up by Annalie Waters. The crowd wants more Ben Johns.
Yeah, great replay there. You could see right there, Annalie was maybe thinking Ben was going to take that ball, and she backed off of it. Still worked out in their favor. Just a beautiful shot there from Stratman.
Well, she prevents the pickle with that one.
Up the line.
Clean winner down the line
1-10-2.
on Ben Johns. Beautiful shot from Stratman.
Right out.
Waters lets it fly.
I would have hit it.
Game point.
At 10-1, why not? Just like a cross-court speed up, right?
Yeah,
hey,
just
hey,
10-1-1.
why not? Game point number 3 for Waters and Johns. Wow.
Second serve.
Yeah, I was surprised
Game
that
point.
Waters went up the line there once Arnold was basically there. He was already set up. Thought she was going to go cross court. But again, when you're up 10-1, you can try some different shots.
10-1-2.
Still have game point.
Ben
Point.
Johns
Game.
counters
11-1.
for the win, 11-1 in game 1.
The official ball of the PPA Tour.
Gender doubles
0-0-2.
to welcome you back to the desert. So far, so good in game 1 for the world number 1.
Point.
Anna Lee with another chance at a triple crown this weekend. Ben Johns was eliminated in men's singles
1-0-2.
yesterday to Quang Duong. He will not be vying for a triple crown.
Point.
Waters could take the lead. You know there's an internal competition there between those two. 109 career medals, though, for Ben Johns.
2-0-2.
109. That's a lot. Oh, Waters whips it down the line. That is so dirty.
Come on.
Have another look.
3-0-2.
Oh, it's just filthy.
So good.
Point.
And a perfect drop. She can do it all.
4-0-2.
Lauren Stratman rose to the time.
Yeah, I mean, not to brag, but I have a very similar record. The numbers are backwards the other way. It's maybe more like 5 and 135, but that is so impressive, especially with the level of play that we see in pickleball. There's so many players that the fields are so deep. It is so
0.2.
impressive what these two have done in pickleball and continue to do.
Miscommunication down the middle. Tough one to surrender for Arnold and Stratman. They look defeated.
5-0-1. Timeout receivers, 5-0-1. Second serve.
Finally, a ball goes down. Stratman and Arnold feel like they're throwing everything at them
5-0-2.
to no avail.
Point.
So filthy. I mean, Julian and Lauren are
6-0-2.
a great team. A great team. But it's just, that's what Ben and Annalie can do. They can just make you feel demoralized.
down the middle. Good night from Ben Johns.
Yeah, we see the replay here. You got to take. I mean, you got to take chances when you're down by this much. You got to just throw everything at them that you can think of. See what works. So far, none of it is working.
0-7-1.
But again, it's
Second serve.
just the quality of shots that they're hitting is just pretty amazing.
Zero, 7-2. Side out.
There's that Ben Johns flick right at the right shoulder of Stratman. Nothing she could do.
7-0-1. Second serve. 7-0-2. Side out. Zero, 7-1. Second serve. Zero, 7-2. Side out. Hold on. Seven, 0-1.
Waters with the counter down the line.
Eight, 0-1. Point.
And a missed return. 9-0.
9-0-1.
Game 2. That's a nice response from Lauren Stratman.
Nine, 0-2. Side out.
Yeah, good lead from Stratman.
0-9-1. Second serve. Zero, 9-2. Side out.
His third shot drop. That's the pressure, though, that Johns and Waters put on you, forcing you into a perfect game.
Yep.
Or to try and play one anyway.
9-0-1.
Lauren Stratman goes after it on the short return.
Yeah, just Ben Johns just leaves that drop hanging just a little bit, just enough for Stratman to lean in and take that forehand.
9-0-2. Side out. 0-9-1. Second serve. 092. Right out.
Ben Johns, absolute insanity
Verbal warning, profanity.
continues on his side.
901. Point. Match point.
You got a match point.
$10-0-1. Second serve. Match point.
Another match point for Johns
10-0-2.
and Waters.
Point.
This
Game
return
match.
will do it.
11-0.
Annalie Waters and Ben Johns, they are on to the semifinal.
Matt Manassi, Annalie Waters, Ben Johns. We're happy that you're at the desk. It's the first time here this week, but how happy are you to be back together on court? Annalie, start with you.
Okay, I'm very happy. I don't know about Ben, but yeah, I don't think we've played a tournament just in general in a long time, so I'm glad I got to start the year off with Ben and somebody who I can trust and kind of just stand there and let him do the work for me.
Ben, with a comprehensive win like that, sometimes when you play with Colin and it's an easier match, quote-unquote easier match, you guys the second game can let up a little bit. With Annalie, it's always kind of a steamroll. Does she run a tighter ship, and do we need to talk to Colin to kind of rein you in?
Yeah, I think she's naturally a little more intense. During the match, she'll sometimes be like, I want a bagel. I want a bagel. I'm hungry. I'm like, all right, then I'm going to feed you. All right, here we go. So, yeah, in a way, she definitely keeps me engaged just because she's always like, kind of like, all right, let's go, Ben, let's go. Instead of just me and Colin, sometimes we just tune out a little bit.
She may have more power than Colin, but we won't tell him that. For those that say you guys win too much, it's boring, they steamroll everyone, what do you say to that?
It's not boring for us.
I mean, I would say that it goes one of two ways. Either you love the favorites and you follow them, just like Chicago Bulls kind of dynasty or the Warriors or something like that. You either love them or you want to see them lose. Either way, people are very engaged, and you know, even if you expect us to win, you're watching for the time that we do lose, right? Because that's really entertaining. So I think you have to have big favorites. It shouldn't be all even. It should all be really kind of aiming for the top dogs, and there's always a lot of top dogs in sports, and I think that's what people like to see in sports.
And you guys are, I mean, you hold the #1 spot so incredibly well. It doesn't really seem like anyone can touch you, but curious to know, was there any conversations you had over the phone of new strategies you wanted to bring into this new year before you stepping on court?
I talked to her a little bit about her Switzerland trip, but no, and answer your question, I always view it as not so much the pressure's on you, but more like the impetus is on your opponents to come up with something new. So I don't think anything needs to be changed or added or anything like that until we're proving that we need to add something.
And Annalie, the end of that second game, I saw you go on the left side a little bit. Is that by design or just happen to be? And do you like being there? Should we push Ben to the right?
Like
just finds her way over there.
Yeah, I mean, it's true. Like last year, anytime I was on the left, he would try to do something crazy or try to get back on the left. I feel like the last couple tournaments, he's been like, all right, I'm on the right. I'm going to stay on there. I'm going to play my role. And I'm like, all right, I'm Ben Johns over here. On grandstand to finish out I think it was yesterday's match.
Yeah.
I was on the left and I hit an Ernie winner to like
She
finish
did.
the match.
That one was nice.
So I love being on the left because I can do stuff like that. Like sometimes I get too complacent on the right because in women's doubles I'm like everywhere, and in mixed sometimes I'm like.
It used to be a competition for who can
Yeah.
speed up the ball first, and I was like, you know what, we should take our time and really set up the play a little bit. I'll let her be over there and make a good play because she usually does.
Yeah, I remember last year back in LA, there was a lot of left-sided playing there by Annalie, but it seems to work out just fine no matter where you guys are positioned on the court. But thank you guys so much. Congratulations, Ben Johns, Annalie.